Hi guys, I want to share with you something really cool. Pretty sure it's the only one on the block today. It's a 1973 Kawasaki H2, but it's actually not a 750, it's a 1250. Or as Allen Millyard, the genius who built it, would say, if you round up for the piston oversize, it's 1300 cc's. If you look closely, you'll notice it looks like two engines, but it's actually about 1 2/3 engines. But I'll have Scott go around it, and then I want to show you some of the genius behind this design. I believe this is the only 750 version that Allen built, and he built it back in the year 2000. He's done a lot of these conversions, some 4 cylinders, some even 6 cylinders, but I think this is the only 750 based version that he did. One of the things that's really cool is the expansion chambers, which he actually bends himself. So these are all handmade. They're not someone else's pipes cut up to make it look good. And then in a sec here, I'll take off some of the covers to give you an inside look at some of the genius behind this bike. One of the things you might be wondering is, so if you add 2 more cylinders, you got to have 2 more spark plugs. You're going to need a custom ignition system, and that's under this cover right here. It's pretty remarkable. He took the standard ignition plate and put 5 sets of points and 5 sets of condensers on it, and I believe they fire at 72 degrees apart. And you'll see it run here in just a minute. It actually runs very, very nicely. So if you take 2 engines, or in this case 1 2/3 engines, and put them together, you have to move the drive shaft or the drive system over. And Allen's clever way of doing that is to take the existing countershaft sprocket, which you can just barely see back in there, drill through that, put a shaft on it, run it over to here with a bearing and a bearing support, and move the drivetrain over to the left. He did something similar with the shifting system, which initially I thought had a problem. I couldn't get it out of first gear. And then I realized it's set up to shift 5 down instead of 5 up or 1 down and 4 up. Works brilliantly and works really well. So when I got this bike about a month ago, it had less than 200 miles on it. And we'll see if it'll start. It usually takes about 5 kicks when it's cold. But once it's warm, it starts first kick. So we'll put it on prime, key on, choke on. you enjoyed watching our Fipple, as we call it, 5-cylinder triple. Something that's interesting is apparently this is Peugeot orange. Ellen told me, I believe, that this bike was commissioned for a buyer in Paris who was a Peugeot dealer. So that's the story behind the color. If you like this video, please check the box and subscribe. I'll be doing more motorcycle videos in future. And thanks for watching.